Hi guys, today in our channel Parents Journey, we are celebrating milestones. Is your baby on track? From the very moment of birth, your baby embarks on the most incredible journey of discovery, a whirlwind of firsts and new abilities. This journey is often measured by what we call developmental milestones. Think of these not as strict deadlines to be anxiously met, but as signposts on a wondrous map of human growth. They are simply skills and abilities that most children can do by a certain age. Physical, lifting their head. Social, their very first smile. Cognitive, like following a moving object with their eyes. They help us understand the remarkable progress happening inside that tiny, developing brain and body. Following this map gives us a glimpse into the complex and beautiful process of a human being coming into their own. It is one of the most fundamental truths of human development that every single child is unique. Just as no two adults are identical, no two babies will follow the exact same developmental path. The idea of a normal range is wonderfully broad. One baby might start walking at 10 months, while another may wait until they are 16 months old. Both are perfectly normal. This variation is not a cause for concern. It is a beautiful celebration of individuality. Trust in their unique timing. Your baby has their own internal clock, their own temperament, and their own unique way of interacting with the world. Resisting the urge to compare your child to others is one of the kindest things you can do for both them and yourself. Development is not a one-dimensional race. It is a holistic and interconnected process. We often separate milestones into categories for the sake of simplicity. However, in reality, they are all woven together. The first few months of life are a whirlwind of change, transforming your helpless newborn into a gurgling, interactive little person. Initially, their actions are mostly reflexive. They will grasp your finger and turn towards a touch on their cheek, but soon you will witness the emergence of purposeful action. One of the most magical milestones, usually appearing between 1 and 2 months, is the social smile. This is not a reflex, but a genuine expression of joy in response to you. Around the same time, they will start to make cooing sounds, their first foray into verbal communication. They are learning to connect with you, the center of their universe. Physical development progresses at a startling pace. In the early weeks, tummy time is crucial. Placing your baby on their stomach for short, supervised periods helps them build strength in their neck and upper body. This is the foundation for all future motor skills. By about 4 months, most babies have good head control and can push up on their elbows. This newfound strength soon leads to rolling over. Your baby's senses are also developing rapidly. They begin to follow moving objects with their eyes, are fascinated by bright colors and contrasting patterns. They will turn their head towards the sound of your voice or a familiar rattle. This secure attachment is the bedrock of their future emotional health. The period from 6 to 9 months is often defined by a dramatic increase in mobility. Your baby is no longer content to simply watch the world from one spot. They want to be in the middle of the action. This stage often kicks off with sitting up without support. At first, they may use their hands to prop themselves up in a tripod position. Soon, they will have the core strength to sit confidently and play with their toys. Once they have mastered sitting, many babies get the urge to move. This is when crawling often begins. Some will shuffle on their bottoms. Some will commando crawl on their bellies. Some may skip crawling altogether and move straight to pulling up and standing. There is no right way to move. The goal is exploration. To encourage this, place interesting toys just out of reach to motivate them to get from point A to point B. Communication also takes a leap forward. Simple coos evolve into more complex babbling. You will start to hear repetitive sounds like ba-ba-ba, da-da-da, ma-mama. They may not yet connect mama or dada with you, but they're practicing. They are also becoming better at nonverbal communication. They will use gestures like reaching to show you what they want. They will start to understand the meaning of no, even if they don't always obey. Engaging in conversations with your babbling baby supports language development. They enjoy games like peekaboo and pat a cake, which teach object permanence, but this awareness can bring separation anxiety. As your baby approaches their first birthday, their innate curiosity fuels a quest for mobility that reaches new heights. The major physical milestone of this period is pulling up to a stand. They will find themselves using furniture, using your legs, or anything else they can grab onto to hoist themselves upright. This is a thrilling and slightly terrifying phase for parents, as you watch them teeter on the edge of a new skill. Once standing, they will begin cruising, shuffling along the furniture while holding on for support. This is the final practice run, building the strength and confidence they need before they take their first independent steps. Some babies may walk before their first birthday, while many others will take their first steps in the months that follow. Creating a safe space for them to practice is key. Cognitive development is flourishing as your baby becomes a little problem solver. They are beginning to understand cause and effect in more complex ways. They will delight in dropping a toy simply to watch it fall and hear you pick it up. Thanks to a developing sense of object permanence, they can find hidden objects with more ease. They are starting to use items correctly, like trying to brush their own hair or holding a cup to their mouth. Their memory is improving, and they are starting to imitate gestures and actions you do every day. Language and communication become more sophisticated. They may say mama or dada. Their receptive language, what they understand, is growing exponentially. They can respond to simple verbal requests such as come here or give me the ball. They can wave bye-bye and point at objects they find interesting. This pointing is a huge leap in communication as they share their world with you. Continue to talk, read, and sing to your baby. You are providing the rich linguistic environment they need. The journey through the first year is a deeply personal one for every family and every child. Remember, developmental charts are guides, not scorecards. Your child is an individual, not an average, and will blossom on their own schedule. One baby might focus all their energy on mastering a physical skill like crawling, while another might be more interested in babbling and social interaction. Development isn't linear. Babies might plateau in one area while working on a new skill in another. Celebrate your child for who they are and the progress they make on their own unique timeline. Your role is to be a loving, responsive partner. This consistent, powerful support comes from simple, everyday connection. Talk to your baby about what you are doing. Sing songs, read books. Respond to their babbles and gestures like a real conversation. Provide a safe, interesting environment with age-appropriate toys. Your touch, through cuddles and gentle play, provides security and crucial sensory input. Your presence is the most important gift. You don't need expensive gadgets or formal lessons. Milestones are an important screening tool to help identify when a child might need extra support. If your child is consistently not meeting milestones across several areas, seek advice. By 4 months, not holding their head up, mention it. By 1 year, not babbling, mention it. By 1 year, not making gestures, mention it. Talk to your health visitor or GP. An early conversation can reassure you or lead to a helpful assessment, ensuring your child gets any support they may need. Trust your instincts. You know your child best. The first year isn't a race, so enjoy the journey. Comment below and let us know about your baby first year. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel Parents Journey to keep updated for more content.